visionary. Dr. Sawant began his journey as an Ayurvedic doctor and a social worker before devoting himself fully to public service. His flagship initiative, Swayam Goa, reflects his vision of a self reliant and empowered state, focusing on entrepreneurship, skill building, and sustainable growth with community well being. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to have you with us today, sir. I now humbly invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Mananiya Dr. Pramod Sawantji, to inaugurate this conclave with his keynote address.
Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Good morning. कितले जण आपदा मित्र जावपाक तयार आसा आत्ता त्यांनी जे सांगले पहिले we had given a free of cost training to our fire and services department. 300 boys and girls have joined for this Apada Mitra training, and at present at every village at least 2 to 3 people they are Apada Mitra for any disaster happens. Is it you people are ready?
Yes. Yes, you say. Yes.
Ready asa काय ना?
Say yes.
For the national disasters आता जे सांगले केन्ना ज्या टायमार जाय गरज तुमची आसा यू आर सायनिंग द MOU द युनिव्हर्सिटी MOU साइन करून फायदो कितें तर I think you want to prepare them for the any type of disaster at any time, then only the MOU will work. Anyhow, this conclave on the marine multi-hazard services for the Indian coastline. The guest of honor for this, Professor Harilal Menon, the Vice Chancellor of Goa University, Dr. Balkrishnan Nair, Director of INCOIS, Dr. Tamban Melot, Director of NCPOR, and Dr. Adim Ashut of INCOIS. The scientists and speakers for this event is Dr. Francis, Mr. M.V. Sunanda, Dr. Ajay Kumar, Sri V. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Hari Kumar. Dignitaries from the Ministry of the Earth Science, NDMA, INCOIS, Goa University, officers of the Navy, Coast Guard, and State Disaster Management Authority, my dear friends. It is my privilege to welcome you all to Goa for this important conclave on maritime multi-hazard services for the Indian coastline. Jointly organized by INCOIS and NDMA in collaboration with the Goa University with the support of NCPOR, NIO, and CSS. Goa's coastline is our strength. For us in Goa's ocean is our lifeline. Our 108 kilometers coastline supports tourism, fisheries, port, shipping, coastal agriculture, and defense, but it also makes us the vulnerable. We have witnessed the impact of cyclone like Taukte, storm surges that flood low-lying areas, the rough sea sets that endangers our fishermen and changing the ocean's condition that disturb our ecosystem and livelihoods. Strengthening the disaster preparedness in Goa. Goa has always been quick to recognize these risks through the Goa's State Disaster Management Authority, and we have strengthened the preparedness of the coastal flood, storm surge, and tsunami risk. We have updated our standard operations procedure. We have invested the community awareness. We are working closely with the IMD and INCOISIS to receive the timely warnings. But as hazardous is grown frequently and intensely, and we must strengthen our partnership of the state, national, and community so that no village, no fisherman, no tourist is left unprotected. This is why the today's conclave is important. INCOISIS and NDMA have brought together the representatives from the Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Kerala states and along the west coast so that and we can learn from each other. After all, cyclone, tsunami, oil spill, storms surge and not stop at the state borders. Our response cannot be fragmented. In Goa, we have imbibed the resilience into our border visions of Swaympurna Goa 2.0. We want every village to be disaster aware, self reliant, and preparedness. Our fishermen now receives the ocean advisories and potential fisher zones forecasts directly on their phones. Our coastal panchayats are being trained in a disaster risk reductions, enabling them to act as a first responder. Our investment sustainable tourism, the coastal infrastructure follows the principle of build back better. This vision resonates with the national call for Atmanirbhar Bharat, just as India seeks to be the self-reliant in energy, industry, and technology. We in Goa is working to be self-reliant in disaster preparedness. The government of India has made the disaster risk reduction is a priority. The NDMA has issued the comprehensive guidelines for tsunami, cyclone, and coastal flooding. INCOIS has built the world class early warning system among the best in the world. The Ministry of the Earth Science, through its missions, is ensuring that science service society. At a global level, our efforts align with Sendai, the framework for the disaster risk reductions and United Nations Sustainable Goal SDGs, especially the SDG 13 on climate action. As a coastal state, the Goa directly contributes to the India's global commitment to building the climate resilience and reducing the disaster risk. The resilience is about the communities. The friends, the hazards are inevitable, but the disasters are not. By strengthening early warnings and building the resilient infrastructures, we can save lives. But the resilience is not only about the technology, but it about communities. The fishermen who trust the advisory, the tourist operators and who understand evacuation protocol, a school that conducts the mock drill. These are the building blocks of a resilient Goa and a resilient India. I commend INCOISIS, NDMA, and Goa University for hosting and timely conclave and signing this MOU. I urge all the participants to use this platform to exchange the experience, identify the gaps, and co-create a roadmap and for the best coast of India. Let us conclave the result in the actionable outcome, the stronger SOPs, the better coordination between state and a wider outreach to commitment. On behalf of Government of Goa, I assure you all for our full support. We will work with the national agencies to implement the recommendations that emerge here. Together, let us make Goa and India West Coast the model of the marine multi-hazardous preparedness, the coastline that is safe, sustainable, and secure for the generations to come. Once again, thank you, one and all.